Good afternoon, class. It's Mr. Wong here. So today we're going to look at Unit 7 of Focus. Please take out your textbook and turn to page 84. Page 84 of Focus. So we're going to talk about TV shows this time. Okay, let's look at exercise 1. So in pairs, discuss how often you watch these different types of TV programs. Okay, so number 1, chat shows. I'm sure you know what chat shows are. And then number 2, documentaries. Please highlight the term with your highlight pen. Okay, remember to copy these terms in your GE book and copy them for 3 times. All right, so this is the first entry in your GE book. So what is a documentary? What are the differences between a documentary and a drama series? Okay, so documentary, remember, is a program which gives facts or information about a particular subject. Alright, so all the people are real, all the events are real, there are no scripts. Alright, so let me introduce one documentary to you first. So this is the one I'm watching now. It's called Formula One Drive to Survive. It's on Netflix. If you have subscribed to Netflix, please check this out. It's a great documentary. Okay, it talks about the lives of Formula One drivers, and it's about the training and how they compete, and it's about the ups and downs in their lives. So a very good documentary, very exciting and inspiring sometimes. Right? So check it out. And then let's move on. Number 3, TV series. So remember, series is a special word because one series or a series, okay, this is how we spell the word. Okay, one series or 2 series, we spell it this way. Okay, series. For example, we can say a series of something. So what is a TV series? It's a set of TV programs. Okay, so for example, normally it's drama. All right, so let's take a look again. Okay, so have you watched this series? It's called Breaking Bad. I think this is the greatest TV series I've watched in my life. Okay, this is the number 1 TV series in my life. It's also on Netflix. If you have Netflix, please watch it. There are 5 seasons, and I think season 3 is the most exciting one. Yeah, but the story is great, the acting is great. Okay, everything is great in this series. All right. Okay, let's go back. So we have music programs, number 4, and 5, the news or current affairs. Please highlight the terms news and current affairs. Okay, so what was the meaning of current? Current means now. Okay, so current affairs is about political news, about events that are happening right now. Okay, current affairs. And then number 6, quiz or game shows. And then 7, reality shows. Please highlight the term reality shows. 3 and 4. So in a reality show, you can see real people as well, right? You can see, so they are not created by a script writer. Okay, so reality show. In a reality show, is about is a program about ordinary people. Okay, filmed in real situations, right? Reality show. And then sitcoms. So you can divide the word into 2 parts, right? Sitcoms. So what are the 2 words? Sit comes from situation, okay, and com is obvious, right? Comedy. So it's a situation comedy, right? So let me give you an example. Think Friends. Yeah, I think this is the most famous show on earth right now. Right, you can still watch it on Netflix. I watched it when I was your age on TV. Right, yeah, it's hilarious, the shows, and yeah, it's called Friends. And then we have soap operas. Soap operas. Please highlight the term. Soap operas. This is number 6. So, what is a soap opera? So a soap opera is about the lives and problems of a group of people. All right, so very likely it is broadcast every week or every day. All right, so yeah, soap operas. So the shows you see on TV, for example, on Jade, the channel, at 8:30 or 9:30 every night, we call that soap operas normally. All right, it's about the lives and problems of a group of people. And then we have sports programs. Okay, number 2, discuss the questions. Okay, so how many hours a week do you spend watching TV? I think you spend just a few hours, right? Maybe none. Okay, maybe you don't watch TV anymore. So who watches television the most, least in your family? What is your favorite or least favorite TV program at the moment? Right. Let's move on to exercise 3. So look at the photos of some popular reality shows and answer the question. So all of these are reality shows. So number 1, Survivor. Have you watched this before? I watched it in Hong Kong, maybe about 10 years ago. Yeah, Survivor. Okay, and then the second one is called American Idol. Yeah, we have this, right? And I think now it's called America's Got Talent, something like that, right? And then X Factor. I haven't watched this one before. Have you? All right, and then let's move on to exercise 4. So you have to read the text and answer the questions. But before that, we'll go through the passage together, and then we'll underline some words. All right. Okay, let's look at the passage together. All right. So reality television is a type of TV program that presents situations without scripts and uses unknown people instead of professional actors. All right, so presents means to show or demonstrate. Right, present. This will be number 7. Okay, presents. And then we have scripts. This will be number 8. Okay, so the words of a film or a play. Okay, scripts. Okay, and then the producers of these programs guarantee entertainment by choosing interesting people and editing the episodes carefully. Here are 3 of the most popular. Okay, so please highlight the term guarantee. Guarantee. So the part of speech. So remember, guarantee is a noun, and it can also be a verb. Here it is a verb. It's a promise. Okay, it's the promise that something will happen, or occur. Right. So guarantee entertainment. And then episode, this will be number 10, episode. Okay, so 1 episode, or episode 1 and episode 2. Okay. And then survivor, this will be, survivor, number 11. So pay attention to the spelling. So what is the verb? The verb is survive. Please write it down. Remember, vive means life or to live. All right, so survive, to live. Survivor, okay, is the noun. It refers to the person who continues to live. All right, survivor. Okay, so a group of 16 to 20 people from different backgrounds are sent to a tropical island and divided into tribes. So tribes. Number 12, tribe. So what is the meaning of the word tribe? So a tribe is a group of people living together. Okay, the tribes have to win challenges. Contestants vote off tribe members until only one final contestant remains and wins the title of sole survivor and a prize of $1 million. So contestants. This will be number 13. Okay, contestants. So the people taking part in a contest, or the people, contestants. All right, and then all players receive $10,000 to appear on the reunion show. Okay, the next one, let's move on to the next page. American Idol. Okay, so the aim of the show is to find the best new solo pop singer. Viewers can vote by telephone, by text, or online, Auditions take place around the country and are open to anybody aged 15 to 28. So auditions, this will be number, let me see, 14. All right, audition. So what is an audition? So it's a short performance given by an actor, okay, or a singer to show the talents, right? Audition. And a panel of 4 judges. A panel, this will be number 15. So a panel is a small group of people chosen to give advice. Okay, so a panel of 4 judges discuss the performances and the results of broadcast live. So broadcast, this will be number 16. Broadcast is to send out a program on TV or radio or on the internet. Okay, broadcast. Remember, here it is a verb. It can also be a noun. All right, and how about the past tense? This one, broadcast live. So this one is already a past participle, right? So remember, for the word broadcast, the past tense and the past participle are spelled the same way. Okay, or it can be broadcasted. Is still correct. Okay, both are correct for the past and past participle. Broadcast and broadcasted are both correct. Okay, so the prize is a $1 million recording contract. Okay, the next one, the X Factor. This is another music competition to find new talent. It's the biggest television talent competition in Europe, so you must know the word competition. This will be number 17. Anybody over 12 can audition. So here audition is a verb. Okay, so before in line 27 it was a noun. So here it is a verb, can audition. Contestants are divided into 4 groups: female solo artists under 30, male solo artists under 30, singers over 30, and bands. Each judge takes one group and coaches them during rehearsals. So rehearsals, this will be number 18. Rehearsals. Okay, so a time when people rehearse, right? It is a noun here. The prize is a £5 million recording contract. All right, so now let's move back to page 84. You have to answer these questions now. Okay, so please answer them in your GE book. Here, exercise for question 1 to 6. You can just write down the answers in your GE book or here, right? So please pause the video and answer the questions, and then we'll check the answers. Okay, so let's look at question 1. How are contestants eliminated from Survivor? Okay, so please highlight the term eliminate. So this will be number, this will be number 19. Okay, item number 19. So eliminate is to remove, okay, something or someone, to remove something. So how a contestant eliminated from Survivor, you can look at line 20. The other contestant votes them off. Okay, so I'll write down here. So the other contestants vote them off. Okay. And then number 2, how can viewers vote for their favorite contestant in American Idol? You can find the answer in line 26. So by telephone, by text, by sending text messages, or they can do it online, okay, on the internet. And number 3, how many judges are on the panel in American Idol? You can find the answer in line 28. There should be 4. And question 4, how old do you have to be to audition for the X Factor? You should be over 12, right? And 5, how do judges help the contestants in the X Factor? So they coach the contestants. They give them advice. Okay, so they coach the contestants. All right, number 6, what can you win on each show? Okay, so Survivor, what can you win? Should be $1 million, right? How about American Idol? Okay, the winner can take, again, $1 million. That's a lot, right, for a show. And how about the X Factor? The X Factor should be £5 million. Wow, that is a lot more, right? £5 million. Okay, next let's move on to exercise 5. Exercise 5. Okay, let's do exercise 5 together. So you are going to listen to an interview with a media expert, and you have to choose the correct answer here, A, B, or C. So according to the interview, people watch reality TV because, so option A, B, and C. And I think you can do exercise 5 and 6 together. Okay, so you have to write P for presenter or R for Wilson. So who thinks that reality shows? So you have to write down either P or R when you listen. All right. Okay, so let's play the audio.
CD 3. Track 19. Good evening and welcome to the Media Show. Last week we discussed nature documentaries, and today we are looking at another popular kind of program, reality television. In the studio with us is Ruth Wilson, media expert and head of Wilson Television Studios. Hello, Ruth.
Hello.
Ruth, you're very intelligent. You don't watch much reality TV, do you?
Well, no, not all the time. Of course not. But I am interested in people, so I find some reality shows absolutely fascinating.
Okay, but do you think we should allow children to watch reality TV? Some of the people on these programs are rather unpleasant.
Well, yes, you're right. In fact, some people can be absolutely awful, so I don't think they're suitable for young children.
Personally, I'd rather watch a really good detective series. But reality TV shows are very popular. Why is that?
Well, reality TV is all about storytelling, and everybody loves a good story.
So you think reality shows and a well-written TV series are quite similar?
Yes, I do. The success of a television series depends on a good script and a good cast of actors. It's the same for a reality series, and that's really difficult. It's absolutely essential to have characters that people are interested in. They may be really likeable, or they may be really horrible, but people want to watch the programme and see what happens to them.
So what kind of people make a good reality TV show?
The best reality TV characters get a reaction from the viewers. They could be very funny, or rather silly, or absolutely gorgeous. It helps if they're not what they seem to be. For instance, a very ordinary-looking man comes on stage for his X Factor audition, and you think it's going to be a disaster, but then his voice is absolutely amazing. And don't forget, there are some extremely talented people in these programmes.
That's right, it's not all bad. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Ruth.
Alright, so have you got the answers? Let's look at them one by one. Alright, so exercise 5. People watch reality TV because it should be C. They are interested in the characters. Right. And then number 1 in exercise 6. Are absolutely fascinating. So please underline the word fascinating. So which number should it be? Let me see. 20. Right, fascinating. So it means extremely interesting. All right, so it should be R. And then number 2, have contestants that who are rather unpleasant. Should be P. The presenter said this. And number 3, have contestants who are absolutely awful. It should be Ruth, R. Number 4, aren't as enjoyable as a really good detective series. It should be P, presenter. 5 are quite similar to a well-written TV series. It should be R as well. And 6, have contestants who are extremely talented. It should be Ruth, again, R. Okay, so let's move on to exercise 8. So you have to complete word store 7A based on the base form of the words in red in the text. So go back to the text. There are words in red. Okay, so try to finish word store 7A. So let's take a look. Okay, word store 7A should be here. Okay, so please do 7A now. Pause the video and then we'll check the answers when you come back. Alright, so let's look at number 2. Send out a TV program. It should be broadcast. So remember, it can be a verb, it can be a noun, and they're pronounced in the same way. Okay, when it is a verb, we say broadcast. When it is a noun, we still say broadcast. And number 3, someone who enters a contest or competition, a contestant. A contestant. Number 4, a group of people who discuss or judge something, should be a panel. Panel. And number 5, a practice for performance. This one is obvious, right? Rehearsal. A rehearsal. And then number 6, someone who watches TV, a viewer. Right? Okay, let's go back to page 85. Page 85. Alright, so you have to complete the facts with the correct form of the word. So make sure the grammar is correct when you fill in the blanks. Alright, so pause the video now and do the questions. Alright, let's look at number 2 together. The BBC was the first European network to, so this one should be broadcast, right? Broadcast. And then 1954, Elvis Presley failed his singing. This time it should be audition, right? At a local radio station. And number 4, each rehearsal for an Oscar ceremony is over 4 hours. Wow, that's long. Number 5, the worst contestant. On UK quiz show Mastermind, got only 1 correct answer. Okay. And then word store 7B. So let's look at word store 7B together. Right, 7B. Okay, so this time you have to complete the table. Okay, so noun, and then verb. For example, competition becomes competitor, and then compete. Okay, so try to fill in the blanks, and then we'll check the answers when you come back. Please pause the video now. Okay, let's look at number 2, addition, editor, and then this one is easy, right? Edit. And then 3, we have entertainer, entertain. And then we have entertainment. Entertainment. Oh, sorry. Alright, better. Entertainment. And then we're performer, perform. This one is performance. Okay. And a presentation, presenter, present. Okay, present. And then okay, number 6, production, producer, and then produce. Okay, let's go back to page 85 then. Page 85 on the right hand side. So exercise 11, complete the questions with words from word store 7B. Okay, so who is your favorite presenter? So you have to pause the video and do the questions now. 2 to 6. Alright, let's check the answers. Number 2, do you use spell check to edit essays? Edit. 3, has anybody you know ever entered a talent competition? Okay, right here. Competition. And then number 4, who is the most famous TV or film producer in your country? Producer. And then 5, have you ever taken part in a performance? This one should be performance. And then 6, what sort of TV entertainment do your parents like? So right here, entertainment. All right. Okay, then let's move on to word store 7C. Okay, 7C here. So we have modifiers with base and extreme adjectives. So what are they? What are they? So let's look at base adjectives first. Unpleasant. And then extreme adjectives. Awful. Okay, so what is the difference? We have talented, we have brilliant, similar, identical, okay, interesting, fascinating. So what is the difference between them? Okay, so we have another term for this. Okay, we have another term for base adjectives. We call them gradable adjectives. Gradable adjectives, because we can use modifiers like very. We can say very unpleasant, very talented. Okay, we can use words like very, quite, rather, and extremely, and very to describe these adjectives, right? We can say, oh, it's they are quite similar, or they're very similar, they're extremely similar. Okay, for good, we can say it's very good, extremely good, quite good. Okay, funny, the same. Okay, so they can be modified by these modifiers or adverbs, right? Very. Okay, let's make it bigger. Very. Please write them down in your book. Quite. And then we have rather. And then we have extremely. So we can use these adverbs in front of these base adjectives, right? But we cannot say very awful. We cannot say very awful. Why? Because awful, we call it an extreme adjective, or non-gradable adjectives. Okay, so we cannot say very awful. We cannot say quite awful. We cannot say rather awful or extremely awful. Okay, because the word awful already carries that extreme meaning. Okay, so how can we modify that? We can use words like absolutely awful, or definitely. Okay, we can use these adverbs to modify these adjectives. For example, awful, brilliant, identical, fascinating, amazing, hilarious. Okay, so let's look at them. We have very funny, hilarious, very good, amazing, very important, essential. Should never put a star here, please. Never say it is very essential. Okay, that is wrong. Okay, completely wrong. Okay, you can only say absolutely essential or definitely essential, but not very essential. This is wrong. Okay, so beautiful. So very beautiful becomes gorgeous, silly, ridiculous, and difficult, impossible. Okay, so make sure you know. Okay, so we can write down the modifiers here. We have very, rather, really, and quite, and then extremely. All right. And then on the right hand side modifiers, we can use absolutely. So we can use absolutely with all of these. Okay, all these extreme adjectives, right? And absolutely can be applied to all these adjectives. Definitely some of them no, right? Okay, so let's go back to page 85. Page 85. Okay. Okay, so let's look at exercise 13. Okay, this will be the last one for today. Please do the questions. Number 2 to 6. Cross out the incorrect adverb. We can refer to the table, word store, in word store 7C. Right? Please pause the video and do the questions now. Okay, number 2. The latest TV reality show is, so awful is extreme, right? It is an extreme adjective, so we can only use absolutely. So cross out very. Don't say very awful. Say absolutely awful. Number 3. My sister sings well. So talented is it gradable or non-gradable? It's gradable, right? It's base is a base adjective. So quite talented. Right. Number 4, I know some twins who are so identical. Again, non-gradable. So absolutely identical. And number 5, our neighbors are so unpleasant. Again, gradable. So rather unpleasant. Okay. And then number 6, my uncle tells jokes. So he's very hilarious. No, because hilarious, it means very funny. Okay, so we can only use absolutely here. Okay. So we have extremely interesting, absolutely awful, quite talented, absolutely identical, rather unpleasant, and then absolutely hilarious. Okay, make sure you know which ones are gradable, which ones are not. Alright, so this time the homework will be you have to copy the vocabulary 3 times, okay, in your GE book. And okay, let me introduce something to you. Let's go to YouTube. Okay, so I have my channel, right? So you can see there is a series called Basic Grammar. Okay, and I've uploaded 5 videos so far, and I'll keep uploading. Okay, so it's for students who are not very good with grammar. Okay, because maybe sometimes in your writing you see, I have made a lot of mistakes, for example about tense, okay, or about passive voice or active voice. So you can watch this series. So in these videos I explain the concepts in Chinese, because I think it's better when we explain grammar. Okay, so check this video out when you have time. I think they can help you consolidate your grammatical knowledge. All right. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Remember to copy the vocabulary items in your GE book. See you next time. Bye bye.